Greetings from inside St. Christopher Church in Rocky River. As you are probably aware, churches in the Diocese of Cleveland plan to reopen for Mass on the weekend of May 30th and 31st, the Feast of Pentecost. Parishes are also able to offer daily Mass during the week prior to that. I wish to share some news regarding how our parish will respond. Please be aware that it is not as easy as simply unlocking the doors and letting you in. The diocese has sent out helpful guidelines to assist us in doing this reopening safely. We have reviewed them to determine how we will apply the directives to our worship space. In the next few minutes, I will share this information with you and take you on a brief tour to show you how we have prepared our church building for Mass in the coronavirus era. First of all, we will open the weekend of May 30th and 31st with our regular Mass schedule. I want to emphasize there remains no obligation to attend weekend Mass for the foreseeable future. If you are not feeling well, if you have any type of compromised immune system, or for whatever reason do not feel comfortable being in large crowds or following the guidelines that will be in place at this time, then please feel free to stay home. We plan to record the 5 o'clock Mass each Saturday and make it available for you online on Sunday. Please note that we will not be hearing confessions on that first weekend of May 30th and 31st. Also, regarding our weekday Mass at 11 a.m., we will begin on Wednesday, May 27th. I want to emphasize that returning to church is going to look very different. As I mentioned previously, we received detailed guidelines from the diocese that we need to follow. They, in turn, are in keeping with directives that have come from the governor's office. The safety of all who gather here for worship is of the utmost importance. So, let's go for a walk to see how this is going to work. We will begin by moving to the upper gathering area. There will be only one entrance into the church during this period of time. It is the entrance from the main parking lot into the upper gathering area. These doors are clearly marked church. Everyone who enters will be required to wear a mask. There will be someone there to welcome you and direct you to proceed through the lower gathering area, keeping appropriate social distancing of 6 feet. This will be marked on the floor. Once inside the upper gathering area, you will be directed to proceed through the lower gathering area, keeping appropriate social distancing of 6 feet. This will be clearly marked on the floor. The handicap ramp will be available for those who need to use it. As you enter the inside doors of the church, you will need to sanitize your hands. Dispensers will be available for you to use. Or you may show that you have brought and are using your own. There will be a collection basket available inside the church doors if you wish to offer a contribution. There will also be a basket available as you exit. There will be no collection taken during the Mass. Once inside the church, you will be escorted to your seat. In order to assure social distancing, we can only use every third pew, and limit the number of persons in each pew to 3 people. This number can increase slightly when family members sit together, as long as they are at least 6 feet away from non-family members. We estimate that we can only accommodate 100 people at any one Mass. This is why it is important that you be escorted to your pew. Seating is significantly reduced. When the church reaches capacity, or at the time that Mass begins, the doors to the church will be secured. No one will be able to enter after this time. Please be assured that this does not prevent exiting the church in any way. The restrooms in the church, as well as the restrooms in the parish center, will still be available for use during the liturgy. Mass will proceed in the usual way, except for the following. You will notice that we only use one lector. The hymnals have been removed, and there will be little or no congregational singing. There will be no collection, nor will there be an offertory procession. We will not share a sign of peace during this time.
Communion will be distributed at one station in the front. The priest or other minister will be wearing a mask. You will be invited out of your pew by an usher. Form a single line. Keep a 6-foot distance between communicants. You will receive communion in the hand. No gloves, please. After responding, "Amen," then please step aside. Pull down your mask. Reverently place the host in your mouth, and immediately replace your mask to cover your face. Then return to your pew, maintaining the 6-foot distance.
At the end of Mass, someone will guide you to move row by row toward the middle doors at the cross aisle, meaning maintaining a 6-foot distancing. Those on the font side of the church may use the side aisle. Those on the tabernacle side can use the center aisle. Everyone will exit at this door and continue towards their car. Hand sanitizer will be available for those who wish to use it, and bulletins will be handed to those who would like one by someone who will be wearing gloves. You will not be able to linger in the church or socialize. Yes, it is going to look very different. I ask for your patience as we return to worship together in these challenging days. We hope this video is helpful. Please know that the guidelines for the weekend Masses will also be in effect for weekday Masses. I ask for your support and prayer as we return to our church and work together to implement and follow these guidelines for the safety and health of all those who gather for worship here in our parish community. Thank you, and may God bless us.